Welcome to the Honest Whispers audio series. This article is titled The Social Media Society, The Impact of Virtual Public Personas and was written by Laura Warner. This article discusses the paradox of social media, often perceived as positive but harboring significant negativity. Key issues include social validation, toxic positivity, inappropriate content exposure, replacement mentality, and addiction. Solutions propose balancing social media use, recognizing emotional motivations, and actively curating a supportive online environment to mitigate detrimental effects on mental health. Let's begin. When I think of social media such as Instagram, I think mostly of positivity. I always see many happy and beautiful images or videos. How can something that seems so positive be so unhealthy? Social media, despite its appearance, harbors a surprising amount of negativity that often goes unnoticed. In our social media society, virtual public personas often play a significant role in this negativity. We need to openly address the negativity prevalent on social media, which is often overlooked or minimized. I believe the following subjects heavily influence our social media society: social validation, replacement mentality, toxic positivity, inappropriate content exposure, and addiction. Social media influences each other in negative social and mental ways, but also our relationship with ourselves. However, with all problems there are solutions. We can actively work towards creating a healthier social media environment by implementing the following solutions. Finding fulfillment beyond social validation. Depending on social media for external reassurance and acceptance by society has become a problem for many active online users. Getting likes and comments can be a quick fix to making people feel better about themselves. Seeking validation from others does not provide a lasting solution, as it relies on external sources rather than internal self-worth. This is something I think we have all experienced at some point when using social media. There is also a risk of not receiving likes/comments or receiving negative comments/dislikes, which can lead people to feel even worse. Before posting on social media, it is helpful to ask yourself why you are posting this. How does the lack of likes from certain people affect your mood? Recognizing the motivations, behaviors, and consequences of social media validation in our lives will help us understand our relationship with it better and monitor our mental health. Just because something or someone has a lot of likes or followers does not equate to genuine friendship and can portray a false sense of community fostered by virtual public personas. Our reality can become distorted when we primarily rely on online connections and the curated images of others' lives. Let's imagine, one day all social media platforms suddenly vanish. What would you have left? How would you feel? Would you have something to fall back on that you could depend on emotionally, outside the realm of virtual public personas? We can easily become engrossed in the artificial world of social media and the carefully constructed online identities we and others present. It also might not be as important as we thought. Authenticity versus positivity, the dangers of social media's filtered reality. If you were unaware, like me, toxic positivity is when sharing/displaying positive personal experiences, through posts/comments, becomes toxic due to the suppression of negative aspects of reality. It may seem like having a large amount of positivity is beneficial, but the truth is it can be toxic if it doesn't include the full spectrum of human experience, including the negative. There is pressure from social media to portray a happy life, even if it is not true, leading to the creation of a happy virtual public persona. This is a problem when we are not accepting negative feelings, and it can lead to mental health issues. Feelings of sadness, anxiety, and anger are often suppressed on social media as individuals strive to maintain a flawless online image. Pretending that you are always happy and dismissing other emotions, from yourself or others, teaches unhealthy coping mechanisms and can discourage an individual from seeking support or treatment. Now, I'm not saying people should start posting sad content. Rather, it is important to know that social media is a place that favors positive content and that these curated virtual public personas often do not reflect reality. It is important to have people in your life who accept you as you are when you express different emotions and who can validate them. Recognizing and avoiding inappropriate content exposure. Social media often can contain inappropriate content exposure, such as unwanted exchanges like bullying, sexualization, violence, and scams, often amplified by the curated and sometimes misleading nature of virtual public personas. In many cases, this exposure can have lasting negative effects. Restricting this content is important for those who are young, but it is also risky for anyone to experience. Desensitization to negative content, particularly when presented within the context of seemingly perfect virtual public personas, can unknowingly contribute to mental health issues. Content creators, often building these virtual personas, are primarily motivated by views, likes, and financial gain, sometimes at the expense of ethical considerations and the well-being of their audience. Most social media users are aware of the significant presence of influencers and advertisements. Social media feeds often display targeted ads based on our online activity. Some content exposure we may not even realize is hurting us. Because we can be automatically targeted, our risk of encountering inappropriate content is heightened. Many advertisements, including those from influencers, encourage impulsive and unnecessary purchases, which I consider inappropriate. This can be inappropriate because it can cause a great deal of issues for people financially and also emotionally. Emotionally, a lot of people on social media may turn to it to make themselves feel better. If they don't get that feeling from it, they may try to buy it. The constant, sometimes inescapable, exposure to material possessions on social media can create feelings of inadequacy and lead to unhealthy comparisons. Addressing the replaceable mentality on social media. On social media, it is easy to connect with people, often drawn in by the carefully crafted virtual public personas they project. The not-so-great aspect of this ease of connection is that people can also become easily replaceable. This is a bad thing because it does not help us resolve conflicts, accept flaws, and develop many other crucial social skills. These skills are crucial for developing and maintaining healthy, long-lasting relationships. Long-term relationships offer invaluable benefits, including personal growth, unconditional love, and a strong sense of security and belonging. The ease with which we can connect with and discard people online, often based on superficial virtual public personas, can hinder the development of these essential skills. Limited connectivity in the past forced stronger local relationships. There was no option to search a vast database of friends, romantic partners, or communities to connect with. You simply had to adapt and develop the necessary skills within your existing social circles. Is social media addiction a hidden threat to mental health? It is no surprise that people can easily become obsessed with social media, maybe without even realizing it. The dopamine release triggered by social media interactions, coupled with the carefully curated world of virtual public personas, can lead to addiction and mental health concerns such as depression, anxiety, and body image issues. Although social media addiction may not seem serious, for some people it has cost their lives while dealing with the mental health issues it can cause. Excessive social media use can contribute to negative mental health outcomes. It can produce harmful content and can promote unrealistic expectations and comparisons, often fueled by the seemingly perfect lives and appearances projected by virtual public personas, which can negatively impact self-esteem and well-being. What are the warning signs of social media addiction? Relying on it as your main source for increasing self-esteem. Using social media to avoid negative feelings. Your ability to enjoy something depends on your ability to post about it. The urge to check your social media accounts constantly. Negative impacts on your physical or mental health. Replacing hobbies with social media. Prioritizing online interactions over real-world social interaction. Trying to cut back or stop using social media and not being able to. FOMO, fear of missing out, fear that other people are having positive experiences that they are not a part of. Nomophobia, anxiety if your phone is not around you. Solutions, finding balance in the digital age. Our social media society, virtual public personas encourages us to get caught up in the illusion of online perfection. I think the best solution to avoiding the negative consequences of social media is to not use it completely. While completely avoiding social media might seem ideal, it's not always feasible. Even short breaks can help you regain control and improve your mental well-being when you're feeling overwhelmed by social media. Recognizing the signs of social media overload, such as increased anxiety, irritability, or feelings of inadequacy, is crucial. Does social media pressure you to compete for an extraordinary life? Explore my Power of Simplicity blog post for alternative perspectives. Stepping away when needed helps you regain control and build a healthier relationship with technology. Ways to create a healthier social media society for yourself. Make use of blocking, unfollowing, restricting, or mute options on social media platforms. Follow accounts that are beneficial for you. Balance your time spent online versus offline. Journaling and therapy. Educate yourself on social media risks. Use tools such as screen time stats from your mobile device to monitor your use. That brings us to the end of this article. Thank you for listening. If you are interested in other audio versions of our articles, please check out our channel. Or if you prefer, you may read these and many more on our website at https://thehonestwhisper.ca.